First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. So here is the punter, Matt Bosher, to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Okay, ready? Mike is 59. Mike is 59. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing. Go.
They'll run on first down. Jefferson. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. A huge play there right off the bat. 56 yards. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Go, go.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Here we go, G, get up.
80 weapon. Kill.
Check nickel.
Under 10. Right up.
Throwing on first down. Clifford. This is caught by Antonio Brown. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Shoot! Watch the shoot! Kill! Turn it up! Kill! Turn it up! Alert 3! Shoot!
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got.
Roll out.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Kamara trying the right side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
52. 61. Matchbox White. Leo. Hey, team 6. Snap.
On 1st and 10, Clifford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
You better be afraid of me.
Yep.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Clifford, he's going to let this go end zone for Hilton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Sam off.
From the gun, Clifford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go.
At the Panthers' 28-yard line.
54, Mike, 54.
Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifford. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. 25. Check 25.
Ready to go.
25.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Shit. Watch the safety creep.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Looking to throw. Clifford going long here for Wallace. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Carolina! A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Off the play fake. Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Go.
Fresno.
Back to throw. Clifford. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch safety 3. Check four. Check.
Now a give, right side. Jefferson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano now to add the extra point.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. That resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space, he could do exactly what he did, put the ball in the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On second down, Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Good job. On the ready. X3. 218. Chop. Hey, Foxtrot.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Record. Deuce.
Hey, lock it. Look. Squeeze.
Check 50.
Now.
To throw on third down. Clifford flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, Jefferson. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
I got one.
Off play action, Love. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 10 Tucson. Wide. Gonna get the ball right here. Let's go. Out.
Watch out.
Undercrush. What? Twist. Ready. Twist.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
And he'll get it. Cross midfield and into Carolina territory.
Brought down by Trey Boston. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
It's a give to Freeman running right. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to... At this point, they could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Mike 54. I'm coming. Mike 54.
Go. Ready?
On 3rd and 2, Clifford. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Flush to his right. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing to start the drive. Love. He's got a man. Complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
A gain of 29 yards.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Check 31. Check 31. Man. Switch gears. Switch gears. Hey, let's go.
Operating from the gun. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Love. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
54. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Hey, Charlie. 80 weapon.
Big dash. Come.
Look at me. Go.
Slam.
Hey.
The final shot before break. Clifford. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts that. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. On the ground, Kamara. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. I'm going to run you over.
Yep. Now.
To throw on second down. Clifford. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 49 yards.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Kill.
Leo. Hey.
Hey, check 24.
Go.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A good pickup there, a 22.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They go play action here on first down, escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
50, flank. Check 99, check 99. There you go.
On second down now, Jefferson. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 90, 4. 80 weapon, 80 weapon. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, remember, last year in Week 5, Gano was good from 63 away to beat the Giants on the final play. This not as critical of a kick or as long, but also not as successful.
You're exactly right about that. I was fortunate enough to be on the call for that game, you know, and me and my crew, we got to see him. When they lined up, we thought, that's a long way. We know he's got a big leg, and then he hammered it. Probably would have been good up to about 70 yards. And after the game, the head coach Ron Rivera told the media that his special teams coach had told him, hey, he's good up to 65, coach. At each game, that's what the special teams coach does. Evaluates the distance, lets the head coach know.
Yeah, no doubt he's got the leg, but this time couldn't put it through. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Exit.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Look at me. Zipper. Ready?
2nd and 11. Flushed out right. He's going deep for... And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Rabbit. Hatchet.
First on travel. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on, boy. Hey, wahoo! Rock it. Don't be scared of it. Hit it.
Back to throw. Clifford. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Go.
Mike 55. Right there in the middle.
There. Get it.
They'll try and throw for it here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff looking right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here we go again. 66. Bullet ride. Delta.
Operating from the gun. Love. And that'll be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Looking to throw. Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Jefferson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
General, flash, kill. Switch. Neo, 52.
Hey, watch it.
Squeeze, get in there.
Take.
Slam. Shit.
Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd
Time go. Check three. Tighten up. Ready to go.
On 3rd down, Jefferson, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
25-yard line.
Ready, break.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Joker.
Blue draw Corkers. Hey, orbit.
Right there. 54, right there.
Right up.
Back to the air on second down. Clifford, he's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Here we go, D.
On third down, Clifford. And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
High 7. Give me that ball. Pilot, 64, weak. Check right. Watching it by.
On fourth down, Clifford. And he's got his man, Hilton. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Crash. Check 43.
Go.
Whip.
Hey, Delta.
Watch the whip.
Now.
58.
Now.
On first down, Clifford eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Watch the twist.
Hard.
On second down, Freeman.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Brings up third and 1.
The Falcons on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Freeman again. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Toss play, Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
45-yard line.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey,
Move.
You're trapped, you're trapped.
Ready?
Back to throw. Clifford. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
Watch the pass, watch the pass. Here we go, here we go. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Hey, let's get this.
From the gun, Clifford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
He's checking Craig.
X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, Alpha.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Clifford letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Go. And 58 is a Mike. Go, 58.
Operating from the gun. Clifford going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for Carolina. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. They are in the 4th and Buffalo. And the Bucs having little problem in that one. They've just opened the lead a bit further. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
He's coming. We got double up.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
That's a what? All day.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Man, I got you. He's coming. 22 jet bomber. Kill. Cheetah. Red flag.
Back to throw. Love. will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A give to Kamara running right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
On the set.
54, right there. 54, Mike.